A very good morning, guys, and welcome back to another daily market update where we are going to be discussing all of the major dollar pairs and of course gold. Now, EURUSD has been pushing up higher for a few reasons, and we're going to dive into the fundamental updates as well. So, Iranian Supreme Leader, I'm not going to say his full name, but he said that negotiations with the United States over Iran's nuclear program are unlikely to result in a deal and called the Trump administration's latest demands on Iran outrageous. Now, this has caused overall the dollar to drop, but also gold extremely hard to rise. Now, furthermore, CNN reports that Israel is preparing for a potential strike on Iranian nuclear facilities, again facilitating a further push on gold in towards the upside, and GBP inflation came in higher than expected. Higher rates for a longer period will result most likely in a stronger currency, also pushing GBPUSD up higher. Now, these are the major updates for today, and now looking at EURUSD, we can see that again we continue to push up higher and higher. However, for now, the overall current fractal high is still being respected, and we're still looking for that downside to continue. However, I am still not yet in any new positions at all. As we can see, the 4-hour fractal structure has been repetitively respected in towards the upside, with initially the overall demand zone being situated here, the second area of demand being situated here, and then again another area of demand now being created on this overall area of consolidation. And you can see each time we tap into the overall sell for the buy, it happened here, and now most likely what we could potentially see today is another pullback and then another spike in towards the upside if that demand zone is respected. Now, the only situation in which I'll be looking for a EURUSD short is if the current fractal low breaks and we see the 4-hour market structure shift. Then I'll be happy to go into a short, and if the daily time frame then also is still fractal bearish, as we can see over here. Those are the only shorts that I have on my mind for now on EURUSD. Going into the dollar index, we can see that the dollar index has also just been dropping harder and harder. No overall 4-hour fractal structure shift, as we can see over here. Yesterday I had this line drawn in. I was looking for a potential 4-hour fractal structure shift to then go long, but as we can see, the 4-hour remained bearish and we never got into any stupid buys on the dollar overall. So for now, again, still the same situation remains here on the dollar. We're currently situated all the way in discount pricing here on the dollar index. So yes, we could potentially look for longs, but the only situation in which I'll be looking for a long is if the 4-hour market structure shifts, okay? So if we see that 4-hour fractal high break, then the retracement, that's where you want to get in on and then look for long. Otherwise, just let this thing rip down lower from this area of supply. Going into AUDUSD next, we can see that AU itself is still very consolidative. Yesterday's area of demand eventually pushed the market up higher, despite kind of like grabbing a little bit more liquidity. This is what I kind of mean with AUDUSD and what I'm not a big fan of trading it in these kind of current market conditions. Very consolidative pair, but overall still looking for longs in towards that overall X, which we have marked up over here. So still interested in those longs. Looking at the 4-hour time frame for now, we can see that again we are now fractal bullish, but overall who cares about the fractal structure when the market is as consolidative as it is. We can see that we're kind of forming a wedge formation, so I expect some movement to come into the market on this pair very soon, but overall just not the best price action in my opinion to get in on. Moving over to GBPUSD, we can see that GU itself has pushed up higher again. Why? Well, because of those inflation numbers coming out higher than expected. So when inflation is higher than expected, what does a central bank do? They keep interest rates high, because if interest rates are high, that will cool down inflation. But again, that also makes a currency more attractive, because people want to put their money in an economy where interest rates are high, because the return on their capital is also going to be higher as well. So that's the main reason why the pound has been on the rise. At the moment, I'm out of short positions. I'll be waiting to see what happens at these current levels. Again, what we could see is that this is just a liquidity grab, feeling the next move down, but overall for me it is just not clear enough here on GBPUSD what it wants to do. I would only be interested in shorts again if we break the current fractal low. Then I'll be looking on the lower time frame to get in on those 4-hour shorts again, to kind of like trade it back down to the bottom of the overall range, okay? Otherwise, just keep in those buys. Let's see how today closes. If today is a strong bullish candle close, then I'll just be looking for long continuations. Going into NZDUSD, we can see that NU itself is also still a little bit slow, very similar to AUDUSD. Nothing really too clear here on the daily time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame as well, also pretty consolidative, the same as AU. Not a pair that I'm really looking to trade at the moment. All I can say is that at the moment the daily time frame is still fractal bearish. There are still potential for shorts, but I'll preferably only be looking for shorts once we take out these two descending highs over here, and then on the 4-hour time frame you can kind of see that those are also the liquidity highs. We're forming a lot of ascending lows here as well. So who knows, maybe in the near future some shorts, but preferably one more push up, take out some liquidity, then see the 4-hour change of character, and then look for those potential shorts. That's kind of like what I'm looking at the moment. Then last of all, obviously we have USD Swiss and USD Yen. So if we look at USD Swiss over here, we can see very clearly that on the daily time frame, we have not actually pushed up higher from this area of demand that we had. But I'm still looking for those longs. Overall, we need just the lower time frame to shift and to confirm that we want to push up higher. But for now, you can see we're forming a lot of liquidity above those descending highs. But overall, the fractal high here is positioned here. So if you want to look for any longs, you need to wait for that to break. But otherwise, just stay out. Obviously, the Swiss franc is appreciating with all the news surrounding both Israel and Iran. So I would personally just not really want to be inside USD Swiss at this moment in time. Then USDJPY is pretty much the exact same. The reason for the, let's say, depreciation of the dollar against the yen and the appreciation of the yen itself is again because of those tensions in the Middle East that we're currently seeing, and therefore I would personally stay out of any dollar yen longs until we really see some confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. Because again, here as well, we're forming a lot of descending highs, so I'll be waiting for a double fractal shift, and that is then the moment that I'm going to be looking for a long. Last of all, gold played out to absolute perfection, better than those dollar pairs overall. We can see that the 4-hour fractal broke and we just rocketed in towards the upside. Obviously those tensions in the Middle East have been supporting a stronger gold, and I'll be looking for more longs in towards today. Now I'm going to be hosting a live session inside Discord at 2 p.m. Central Eastern Time, so make sure to be there. Link to Discord is in the description of this video. I hope the audio of this video was good for you guys. Don't forget to leave a like. As I'm currently traveling, I don't have my normal setup that I normally use, but I hope that this video was still of a lot of value to all of you. Now, thank you for watching. Wish you all a fantastic trading day, and we'll speak very, very soon.